Hi, hi, you guys. Hi, hold on a minute. Hi, Billy and Brett. How are you? You guys, I had some. Oh, hi, Scott Young. How you doing, buddy? Huh? Yeah, I saw you said hi last time, but I didn't get to it. I must have flew right by me. Good morning, everybody. Hi, wheelchair girl and Sancheesy and James and Kendra and Angie and Ashley and so many of you. You know what? I decided today. Why not go on and have coffee? Now that I'm mobile, I never knew I could do this before. Hi, Guinevere and Kivo, Angela, Melissa. Oh, Laura, how are you? Looks like Grinch's asshole. You know what? I never get to wear my green wig because I have a green screen behind me, but not today. Hold on, I'm gonna turn on another light. Hold on. Yeah, I'm hoping you can see me. Hoping you can see me better now. Yeah, you can. Hi, Pink Flamingo. Hi, Dale. Jessica Marquez. How are you, dear? I don't think that guy apologized to you, did he? See, I remember that. Hi, James. How are you? Cheryl. Early one. It is Scott. Scott, it is early. I mean, it's what? It's 10:30 here. It's 10:30, and I thought it was about time to get out of bed. I can't lay in bed all day like a slob. So I just thought I'd bring you guys into. I'm gonna make some coffee. Where is it? So this is my pod. See, I have my own pods and I put my own coffee in it. Good morning, Jennifer. Good. Love y'all. Wow, it's okay. Hi, Lisa and Pina. That's a new name. Good morning, Elazar. How are you? Yeah, the bangs accentuate my forehead. Thank you so much. That was my intention. See, look. That's oh, hold on. Hold on. I gotta let an animal outside. Hold on. You have a good day now. You have a good day. Oh, sorry. Anywho, skin looking clear. It is. You guys, it is. It's my rosacea is almost non-existent now. It's from the menstrual facials I was doing. Yep. But I'm just gonna have a cup of coffee. I'm gonna have a cup of coffee and I don't know. Maybe I'll make an egg or something. I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do for breakfast. Emily, how you make my oh thank you, Emily. You're a sweetheart. Hi Linda. Hi Jimmy Oaks. How are you? Poggy? When you doing that nasty ass foot peel again? You know what? I actually have one. I have one, and thanks for reminding me. My feet are getting kind of crusty again. So what I do is I use it. I fill it up. I fill my pot up with coffee of my choice, and you know what? You can control how much coffee's in there. So that's what I do. Hey, not watching you for ages. Martin, I'm good, honey. How are you? Yeah, bro. I don't know why I even want. Cody, you know why you watch this? Because I give you an erection. That's why. Yeah, I bet you get a big throbbing, swollen erection, don't you, when you see me? Show us your titties. Now you got to show me your erection first. Okay. Toby, don't you love it? I love the reusable pots. It's I can make a week. Sometimes Marquina is she's somewhere, but she's been working outside and she was in the bathroom. I'll pay for packaging. I love hard-boiled eggs with tapatio. Oh my God. Don't you love tapatio? You want to know what else I like? I like let me find it. I think I ran out. But I'll tell you what me and Marquina, yeah, I ran out. We've been getting into the Cholula, the green Cholula. Oh, Jessica. See, Cody's always trying to play hard to get with me. He just wants to see a picture of my breasts. I'm loving the little hair flip you've got going. Oh, yeah. You know what? I store my wigs upside down so I can get all kinds of fullness in it. I can see your Welsh mug. Can you, Dale? God, is it really that? Oh my God, you guys can see a lot, can you? Well, see, right now I'm on my phone, so the screen's really little.
Is that Welsh
It is Welshdale.
How did you live through COVID?
Huh? Oh, Dale, how are you doing? You guys, David had, not David, um, at, oh my God, Dale, oh my God, I had such a senior moment right there. Oh my God, Dale had he had a bout of illness. My Amazon account was hacked, so I'm watching. Oh my God, are you kidding me, Guinevere? That's awful. Dale, you can see my butt plugs too. Hold on. You know what? Where's my cup? Oh, here it is. Today I'm using my narwhal cup. Okay. And I when I get coffee, I do the highest ounce allowance. You know what I mean? I go for the big one. I like the big one. And then I put in two Splenda. That's what I do. Hi, Haley B. How are you, honey? How you doing? Hey, Hoggy. Haven't tuned in for ages. How are you, Danielle? Danielle, I'm doing great. I'm having a happy new year. I am. So far, you know what? New year, new me. You know? No one would ever forget you at Dale. Oh, and I couldn't. I had a senior moment. You guys, you're going to have to understand something about me, okay? I used to do meth many years ago, and you know what? I have these moments where I'm like, oh, that I forget things. And then I work in an industry where I had lots of people. I didn't remember their names, and I couldn't. And I'm 51, people. I mean, come on, drugs, 51, all that stuff. I'm gonna have a brain fart here and there. Okay. Um, Blaze says, "Do you have any resolutions?" Oh yes, yes. New year, new me. Okay. You know what? I'm getting rid of all the toxic people in my life. You know how the memes say. I'm moving out all the toxic people. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Getting rid of all the toxic stuff in my life. 25 years drug free. Good for you, Johnny. Good for you. That's about me, too. I stopped when I was 27. Hoggy, you're not a young lady anymore. I'm not. Not a young lady anymore. The breasts aren't as perky and big. My holes aren't tight anymore. My holes basically just hang now. I have hanging holes. Evicting the toxicity, and mostly the male toxic, the toxic masculinity. I'm getting it out. I'm getting it out. Want to see my 2-incher destroyer, Cody? No, I'd wait. I'd rather it not be erect anymore. I want to see it flaccid, so I want to see it when it's a ½ inch. Adam is trying to put a thing in your butt. Well, Dale, why won't you just open it and accommodate him? He is your man. Don't you feel like you have to please your man? Hoggy, I put on my pants yesterday to go back to work and they shrunk. Chrissy, are you sure the pants shrunk? Did you wash them in hot and put them in a hot dryer? Or maybe you had a little bit, maybe you had a little too many sweets. Huh. I don't know. I'm not saying, big is beautiful. It is. I like big girls, I do. Although you're white and I don't like white girls, but I like big girls. It's okay to be a little, it's okay to be fluffy and chunky, Pink Flamingo says, Dale, I don't think we saw it, so help me get her to see it. Oh, you don't think she saw it? What am I? Well, hi, Green Jello. How are you? Yes, that's it. That's it. Yes. Chrissy, you know what you do from now on? This is what I do. I wash my clothing in cold and then I put it outside to dry. The dryer is the devil. It really is. You guys, if you have a little bit of extra fluffiness going on in your life, you might want to dry your clothes outside. Okay. Is Hoggy looking at Facebook chat? I am looking at I am looking at my chat on Facebook, YouTube, and Periscope all at the same time. I use a program that puts all the chats together. Yes. And I don't know, sometimes things pass through that I don't see. Danielle, you had that with tops too. Did your boobies get bigger, Danielle? Did your boobies get bigger? Okay, and you know what I did? I bought these. I thought these were nice. They're like coffee things. And so Marquina uses real sugar, but I use the what is that? The creamer in my coffee. Did you get monetized? Huh? Better if we are all on YouTube. Um, it only matters when uh it doesn't matter. You can watch me on Facebook because I'm monetized on Facebook too. Okay. You're a wonderful person. Say what you will. You're loved always. Oh, thank you, Belinda. You're a sweetheart. Oh, Tony, Huggy, I have missed you. Well, Tony, where you been, honey? Where you been? Maria Butler. Yeah, Marquina's my wife. Yeah. Look at you guys. You know what? I think I'm gonna make it. I think I'm gonna make it. Hold on. Let me. I'll take you with me. I mean, this tripod's like a selfie stick. You look beautiful, Miss. Thank you so much. Oh, Pink Flamingo, you're a sweetheart. Pink Flamingo is donated. Thank you so much. Marquina, do you want something to eat? You don't want anything? Okay. Yes, Marquina didn't want any food. I wonder if I should be worried. I don't know if I should be worried about Marquina not wanting food. Um, okay, what am I gonna do here? You guys, I made meatloaf last night and it was so good. You know, I think I'm just gonna I'll scramble some eggs and put them in a tortilla. Huh. So that too. See? Well, these are gorditas. It's just a thicker tortilla. Okay. What else am I gonna put in it? Here we go. I'll just cube up some ham, put it in there too. Oh, and an onion. I'll put onion in there too. Just need some water. Oh, Marquina. I can move the camera. Oh, no, you're close. Guys, Marquina's getting some water. You guys don't make fun of her. She's being very vulnerable right now. She's showing her hair. Okay? You know how Black women are about their natural hair. You coffee? Yeah, this is coffee. Ooh. Did you have some? I'm gonna have another cup. Oh, Mark. Gee, Marquina never has a second cup at home. Only the old people will understand that. Make a little something for Marquina. People always say they don't want anything. That's Marquina. That's Marquina.
It's true.
As soon as I make something, she'll say, "Can I have a bite?" Oh, Don Warner. Don Warner got a kick out of that, didn't you? Didn't you, Don?
What's she up to?
I don't know. Don, how are you today, honey? How's your baby doing? You know, without getting too specific, how's your baby doing, Don? Hi, Marquina. Oh, that's from Wheelchair Girl. She said. Marquina.
Yes. I was talking to the mail lady.
The mail lady?
Yeah.
Oh, what did she think about your getup? Yeah. Yeah? Well, you know, she knows we're a couple of fun gals, you know. A couple of fun gals. You're both so nice looking. Thank you so much, dear. You used to live in Houston for a year. LOL, it's definitely cold up there. Looking forward to it, Blaze. What's Blaze doing? Is he blazing up a joint? Now, Marquina, I'm going to make some scrambled eggs and some ham, and I'm going to put it in a tortilla with cheese. Would you like there to be leftover eggs and ham in the pan for you in case you feel like having one?
Yes, I would.
All right. Jenny Marie, you're in Maine. But it's nice and cold up there, isn't it?
Absolutely.
I mean,
bone chilling.
It's cold here, so I know it's probably cold in Maine. Yeah, and I'm in sunny California. You know, where it never gets cold. Oh, James Campbell. He says, "Morning, ladies."
Good morning, James.
Good morning, James. How are you? How are you doing in your neck of the woods? Is it nice and cool up there? You got any snow yet? Oh, Brandy, you're in upstate New York. How are you, dear? I bet it's cold up there, isn't it? So that's 100% a real marriage right there. Nick always eats. I'll literally make a whole meal when I'm full just for him. Well, you're a wonderful wife, Blaze. Wonderful wife. Oh, Jenny, it's snowing. Martin, that sounds delicious. What I'm gonna make? Just some diced up ham and scrambled eggs in a gordita with cheese.
A gordita?
Gordita. Excuse me, Martin. I need to get a pan. Oh. Okay, guys. I got a pan real quick. You know what? We got a gift for Christmas from a Japanese lady of ham. And we're still eating off this ham. Do people normally give ham for Christmas?
Probably Japanese pig.
It's a Japanese pig, maybe, huh? Mm-hmm. Do you think maybe the pig was yellow?
Probably. Probably very fast, too. Good at math.
It was a very good, yeah, the pig is good at math.
But it didn't realize it was going to the slaughterhouse.
Peter, am I making blue waffles? I'm not. You guys want to know something I am going to make, and I'm going to do it. I can't do it today. Maybe I don't know when I'll do it. But I saw this thing where you could actually make brownies in your waffle iron. What you do is you get the brownie mix.
Wheelchair girl, you make brownies in your waffle iron.
What I do is, what you do is you mix up the batter and you just put it in a hot waffle iron. You close it, and then you're basically making brownie waffles, and then you put vanilla ice cream on top of it.
Oh my God.
The Tea Time channel says, "What an embarrassment." Honey, don't be embarrassed for watching. You shouldn't be embarrassed.
Who's embarrassed?
Somebody called the Tea Time channel.
Oh, tea. That's a term that faggots use.
The Tea Time channel.
Because they're ashamed of having sex, so they call it, the tea room and things of that nature. Shut up. Man up and fuck off.
They definitely are cokeheads. Tea Time channel, let me tell you something, honey.
At least we can afford Coke.
The last time I did Coke, I was in my 20s. I don't do drugs.
It was way better in our 20s, too.
Yeah. I don't
do you drugs. People don't know what Coke is. Coke is not Coke anymore. You guys are punks.
I don't. Oh, Gray Ghost likes your glasses. Anyway.
Those are awesome.
Tea time, honey. Kahlua brownies in a waffle iron. I think not. Dawn, you don't like waffle iron brownies? Now, these are just basic chocolate brownies. Tea time. Hopefully the police don't pull that black man over. You want to know what? I'm going to tell you something.
What a dumb fucker.
What a dummy. What a dummy. Anyway, tea time, you want to know what? We were pulled over. And you know what? I got a ticket. Marquina didn't.
And we had guns and drugs.
Yes. You know what? I got a ticket. And you know what? They were very polite to Marquina.
And they were loaded.
Dawn does not do basic. Hogatha, how are you? John, I'm great. I am absolutely great. And Dale is a Dale, you're right. Marquina is a lady. Will you listen here, tea time? You don't know what.
From the top of my head to the bottom of my foot, lady.
You have no idea what you're even talking about, tea time. You really don't. I really feel bad for you, sweetheart. You just.
Tea time needs a man.
Tea time is just, the crazy things these people come up with. Tea time said, hold on. Tea time says this. A black man. You're really into color, aren't you, honey?
That's all they know.
All you know is color and race. A black man. A black man proud of his loaded gun. No, 2 loaded guns, honey. 2. We have 2 loaded guns.
Oh, we have way more than 2. Loaded, and everything is loaded.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Unlike you.
Well, he wishes we were loaded on cocaine.
Oh.
Or he assumes. You know what it is? You think, wait a minute. I can't stand blacks. Well, good.
I can't either.
I can't either.
They're awful.
Terrible people.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah. I love your mold this morning, Hogatha.
Thank you, so honey, it's a beauty mark.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You guys, let me get a cutting pad real quick, okay? Oh, hold on a minute. Okay, love.
Have fun with tea time, that fucking useless game.
Is Virus 2020, is that their new name? Probably. Blacks want special treatment. Tea time, it looks like you want special treatment.
Tea time is special.
Yeah.
A special retard.
Oh, tea time, you're hilarious. You really are. Maybe we could have lunch someday, because I think I like you. Okay. Let me see. Get him, Marquina. Tear him a new tunnel. Good morning, Joe. How are you? Hi. Sherry Adkins says tea time's a punk. Oh, they just want attention. They do. You know what they're hoping? This is, you guys, I'm going to tell you what tea time is doing. Tea time is hoping that you guys will go look at their channel and subscribe. I know how it works. There are many times people will come to my channel and use my audience. Tea time wants a black man to teabag his mouth.
Well, you know what, tea time, it's funny. Tea time doesn't realize that Americans have the right to have loaded weapons, but all tea time sees is color because tea time is a faggot.
Yeah, we're gonna go beyond racist. Okay. We are
that on the mouth.
Yeah. Tea time. Now y'all know I have been craving some black. Oh Lord, tea time. Honey, I don't have a channel. Wait. We love Marquina. Hi, John Ford. Coming from a 50-year-old man. No, I'm 51. Are you talking about yourself? I'm 51, and I'm a woman. I'm a lady. Okay? I'm as much of a woman as your mother is. Hi, Hoggy. Lots of love and tea. Hi. Californians are allowed guns. I thought we are allowed to have guns. Yeah. I also have a stun gun, too. My channel has almost 1 million views. Good for you, honey. Congratulations, really. Congratulations on that. Well, you know what? You're not going to have another million unless you start getting at some content, honey. Better work on some content. Yeah, you can't be sitting here having fun, masturbating, watching a beautiful woman. I'm colorblind. Everything is black and white. Good morning, ladies. How are you doing, Amy Polander? How are you, dear? Hoggy, get your tunnel out. I'm 59, and most punks make my ass want to suck dirty river water. Hoggy, did you see what I said? Valerie, I don't think I did. My comments are going by really fast. I see my rosacea has cleared up. It's those lesbian menstrual facials I've been doing. I get the pads from my lady friends, and then I wring out the blood from the pads, and then I apply it to my face. And the blood has healing properties. It really does. And it's a very iron-rich blood. How you feeling? Vivica, you know what? I'm feeling great after the holidays. I am. I always feel good. I think, for me, the holidays are kind of stressful. They are. And I know they're stressful for everybody. I know they're stressful for everybody. I'm getting some butter out of the dish right here so I can fry up my ham. Okay. There we go. Okay, I just got to turn on the stove light. What? You put pads on your face? No, what I do is I take the pads and I wring them out in a bowl. And then I get a brush and then I brush it on. Hoggy, I hope you know I'm just playing. I know, honey. I'm playing too. See, I'm playing too. Fala, I understand that too. Happy day, Hogatha. Happy day to you. Hi, Caden. How are you? The green looks great on you. Marquina's glass is amazing. Thank you so much. Hopefully you're not eating red sauce. Try that under a virgin moon. It will help. Ugh. Genital warts. The thing is, it doesn't hurt to add some tea tree milk to your cooking. Oh, titty? Oh, titty milk. Oh, yeah. It has antibodies in it. Have you been cramping with the baby? I haven't. I have not. And I feel a rolling sensation, but the baby, there's no kicking, there's no nothing. Everything just feels wonderful. It's a perfect pregnancy, to be honest with you. I think it's a pregnancy every woman would love to have. No pain, no nothing. But I'll tell you what I do like. I like the attention I get. When I go out in public and people put their hand on my stomach, it makes me feel good. It really does. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel special. Okay. Oh, damn it. I didn't cut up my other ham slice. Hold on. No morning sickness, nothing. It's been perfect. It's been a dream pregnancy, really. Nothing wrong with spreading your DNA around. Oh, Martin, I bet you do. Oh, no, that's not Martin. That's Scott. Scott, I bet you do that, huh? Bet you spread that DNA around all the ladies, don't you? It's when your woman's not around. I didn't know you were pregnant. Yes, I'm having a simulated pregnancy. See, now I have to make double because Marquina all of a sudden wants to eat. Hoggy, are your boobs swelling with milk? Unfortunately not. They're just flapjacks, like they normally are. Big, hairy flapjacks. Okay. Hoggy, oh wait, John says, well, I'm working, so I gotta, oh, I'm sorry, dear, but you know what? I need you to get to work to send me that disability money. You guys are the ones who give me a monthly check. So yeah, I need you to get back to work. I need that disability check. Do you care if people touch your belly without? No, Melissa, I love it. I do. I love it because good evening, Hoggy. Hi, Ange. No, I love it because it makes people feel good. They know that there's a life in there. And it's really when someone's touching, it's really a blessing. It's not like they're punching you, you know. It's like a blessing. How is your, oh my God, I'll tell you this, my mac and cheese was so good. It really was so good. Like scrambled eggs and ham. Yep. So here's the ham. So first what I'm gonna do is throw it in the pan. See, got it in there. There we go. And I just move it around, put a little brown on it, Okay, while that's cooking away, I'm gonna scramble some eggs. I get the eggs out of the refrigerator. I already got them out. Add some tunnel. Um, all right, so here's my little egg carrier. So I think 5 eggs are good enough for me and Marquina. I don't know. I hope she doesn't complain that it's not enough. Oh, it smells good already. Okay. Hi, Terry. How are you, dear? If you like pina coladas or like dancing in the rain, yeah, it's cannibalism. How convenient. Marquina is hungry, right? Yeah, Marquina's hungry. Now, after you started cooking, isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? I knew it always goes that way. I knew it. I knew she'd change her mind. But she's a grown woman. She's a grown, independent woman. She can make up her own mind at any time she wants. Ladies, isn't that the great thing about being a woman? Just change our mind whenever we want. Oh my God, did you guys see Nancy Pelosi? I am in love with that woman. You see how she wants to take all the gender speak out of government? I think what a wonderful idea. What a wonderful idea. And I was thinking, I think our textbooks should also reflect that. And I've had a problem with Germany. Germany. It should be Gerwomany. Okay? So I think that that's one thing that we could do. And also the Nazis deserve that. You know what? Of course the Nazis would name their country Germany. Okay. She's a groundbreaker. She really is. She really is. And yeah, womany. Yes. Okay, wait a minute. Right? Amy. And you know what? And I completely agree with that one man who ended his prayer with a woman. Groundbreaking. Groundbreaking. Um, yeah. This is what needs to be done, people, for a more equitable society. Nancy Pelosi is the future of the party, isn't she? A beautiful, beautiful woman. And you know what? I'll tell you one thing. I'm shocked. I'm shocked. She barely got enough votes to remain Speaker of the House. It should have been across the board then. You know what I mean? And you know what? And how groundbreaking of Nancy Pelosi. She even allowed a COVID positive person in the House to vote for her. Groundbreaking. I'm glad to see that she doesn't discriminate against COVID infected people. I'm so glad that she's decided, they don't have to stay home anymore and protect others. No, they can come right into the house and they can put everybody at danger. She really is a groundbreaking woman. Nancy looks like a wrinkled monkey paw. Let me get some milk real quick, you guys, okay? Wait a minute. What did I just see? Oh, you're being sarcastic. We shall moon never. Sarcasm is not a part of me at all. Pelosi looks like she's always stroking out. But no, honestly, and and that woman that she allowed to come in and vote for her, and the fact that she was black made it all the better. It did. It made it all the better. That really shows she's not racist either. She's not. She doesn't discriminate on virus, and she doesn't discriminate on color. And I think that's really great. Oh well, I don't know. I didn't know because you're always popping up on my friend list. So I thought you were in St. Louis. I'm sorry, Hoggy, you missed. I probably did. Let me look back. Let me see how far I gotta go. Follow. Oh, follow. Maybe it got filtered out. I don't see it. Let me see. Follow. Yeah, I don't see it. Maybe it got filtered out somehow. Have y'all got the baby room? No, not yet. We have to get the baby room together. We're gonna put it in the closet. We don't have enough room, but you know what? Just like any couple that's just starting out, we have to make certain accommodations. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our closet, we're gonna remove our clothes from the closet and put the baby in the closet. So we gotta get that together. But I gotta find a place to put my TV because my TV is in my closet too. Because we took the doors off the closet. But there's a little nook in the back where we'll put the bassinet. What's your favorite fragrance? Oh God. Do you remember very popular perfume in the 80s called Taboo? Uh, it's a real fancy perfume called Taboo. My grandma used to wear it. If you follow up amen with woman, you're a moron. No, it's called being progressive, John. It's called being inclusive. It's not all about you men anymore. Just like, isn't there a store called McMenamins? Well, it could be McWomanins. You men are going to have to take a back seat. You are. Okay? You've been running everything to the ground, really. It's time for women to rise up. We're changing the language and everything. Have you guys been to Ram Ranch? I know there's a lot of homosexuals watching me. There's a place called Ram Ranch. And I think some of you guys would like it. It's on YouTube. Just type up Ram Ranch. Can I buy it off you? Eric, I'm doing great. Eric, I am making me and my woman a breakfast. I'm scrambling up some eggs and ham, and I'm gonna put it together in a gordita, and we're gonna put some cheddar cheese on it, and it's gonna be really good. See, that's what I'm doing. See, just gotta move it around. You don't want to get it too brown. Pelosi should do a menstrual facial to get rid of the catcher's mitt face. No, dumbass. Oh, I'm sorry. Ram Ranch comes up with something different. Oh, on XTube? Oh, I've never looked at it there. I don't. You guys, I try not to watch pornography too much. But to each their own. I don't judge. You love the mug collection. Oh, good. Thank you. You know, we try to get a mug from, and I have friends that send me mugs from different places. Oh, thank you, Keith. I also have a red pair too. Mhm. Yeah, Blaze. I bet Blaze. I bet you've had a go at Ram Ranch, haven't you, Blaze? Picture you, big manly man like Blaze. Seems like Ram Ranch would be a perfect place for him. Okay, see, look how they're coming up. They're looking good, huh, people? Looking good. I gotta throw some salt and pepper in there too. Hold on. You guys, I got this. What's the difference between pink salt and white salt? I don't know what the difference is. You think that's just a marketing gimmick just to make it seem like it's fancy or something? Hoggy, tomorrow's my birthday. Fala, you're gonna be 34. Well, congratulations, dear. Happy birthday. You know, your vagina still has a few miles in it, okay? So don't give up yet. Okay? Don't give up. You got a couple miles left on that thing. But I'll tell you, once you hit 40, that's why you gotta use it while you can now. Because once you hit 40, that nice little vagina goes like this. You know what I mean? Like just say those are your lips. It goes like that. Once you hit 40, it all falls out. Oh, it's Himalayan pink salt that makes it better. They want you to think the red stuff is minerals, but it'll be whatever cheap. Hoggy, you have a kitchen of stuff, don't you? There's stuff in here. Yeah, there's stuff in the kitchen. Why? I have everything I need. I mean, I don't have luxuries, but I have everything I need. Okay, this is done. Okay, I'm 46, and that's totally not true. Is it, Janine? You know what? Good for you. You're a special woman. Then you're special. You know, you must have a superior vagina. I'll tell you, a lot of the women I've been with. What did Chrissy say? Chrissy said something. Hog, can we send you? Can you send gifts for Bocephus? I mean, if you want to, yeah. But you know, I'd rather you send him to wheelchair girl. I mean, how far can I take this, really? I'm getting some cheese, people. Marquita, this is done. Okay. I'm in my 50s and I kegel a lot. You should, Robin. You should keep that kitty tight. You got to keep that titty and kitty really tight. Oh my God, yes, I'm 54 and everything heads south. See, now Tammy's not as fortunate as you other ladies. See, some of us women just aren't as good as you, okay? We don't have it as good as you. We're not privileged women like you. Some of us, our vaginas just fall out. Y'all people are so funny. You know, you know, you guys, I think people have forgotten in this world And it's really kind of sad. But laughter is one of the best medicines you could have. I mean, laughter is positive, isn't it? Even if you're laughing at yourself, which a lot of us have a hard time doing is laughing at ourselves. But you know what? Sometimes you have a friend, and people forgot this. You and your friend can laugh at each other. You know, someone takes a poke at you and you poke them back. It's just in good old fun. People kind of discourage that nowadays. What do you have to laugh at? I mean, really, what's funny? Really, the most inappropriate things is what's funny. I mean, how is anything funny if it's nice? Like, oh, look at that beautiful flower out there and the butterfly on it. How funny. You know what I mean? It's not funny. Sometimes it has to be a little uncomfortable. You guys, I'm looking for the cheese grater. And I don't know if Marquina sometimes take our cheese grater and uses it on her feet. Oh, here it is. I have found our cheese grater in the shower. Marquina sometimes puts it on her heel. That's why politically correct comedy is so bad. Yeah, it's funny because it's provocative. Yeah, I mean, what do you laugh at? You know? I mean, one of the first jokes I learned is, why did the chicken cross the road? To get to the other side. There's nothing offensive about it. It's funny because it's just an obvious joke, but come on. Funny is good. How do you feel about what's going on tomorrow, Hoggy? Are you talking about the people going to I love how you're trying to trap me. Um what do I feel? What do I feel about it? You know what I feel? I feel people should let their voices be heard. That's what hopefully there's no violence. We don't want no violence or anything. You like petting the kitty. Well, I'm sure you want one that doesn't have a deli counter hanging out of it, huh? I'm heating up tortillas. I just hope that the people that are gathering in DC are peaceful, Because when I was there, one of the days it wasn't peaceful. There were people who got stabbed. That's terrible. They shouldn't be stabbing. People shouldn't be stabbing people. That's bad. See, that's bad. When you put something and you stick it in somebody, that's not real peaceful, is it? It's not nice. Wait, just don't burn a BLM flag. Yes. You black people, I want you to hear something. Thanks for bringing that up, Blaze. All my black people out there, whatever you do, don't burn a BLM flag. Because you want to know why? You'll go to jail for it. And I'm not kidding you. Me and Marquina know somebody that's happened to. Okay, so you guys, you black people, you're still not free. You're still not free to do what you want. Okay. If you burn a BLM flag, you'll go to jail. Okay, you guys, I'm dishing out my gorditas. Marquina can make her own. I made the food. She can assemble it herself. She's a big girl. And I don't want to tell her how to eat it. She might want to put some hot sauce on it. Marquina likes hot sauce on everything. She'll even put she puts Frank's hot sauce on everything. And I don't know why. There's 3 commercials. What are you talking about, Emma? Are there commercials in my video? I just smell things sometimes. I mean, cheese doesn't go bad. It just gets stale or moldy. But did you know that if it gets stale or moldy, you could just cut off the mold and still eat it? A lot of people don't know that. See, I bet a lot of young people, they see it and they go, ew, gross. And then they throw the whole thing away. It's honey. You don't throw away moldy cheese. You just cut the mold off. I love spicy stuff. I do too. I do love spicy stuff, but I'm not putting hot sauce on my pizza. Marquina will put hot sauce on pizza. Oh, sweetheart. Okay, so here they are. These are my gorditas. There's the cheese, and now I'm going to put them in the microwave so they'll melt. Okay. Okay. Do I like Starbucks? You know what? I like Starbucks more than I like waiting at Starbucks. So, it's very hard for me to get to a Starbucks because I won't sit in that line. Because where I live, people, Starbucks is such a thing, and this might be everywhere. I don't know. So you tell me. You can go to any Starbucks in Southern California, and the line to get into Starbucks goes out into the street, and people have to drive. Like there will be a two-lane boulevard or avenue, and there'll be a Starbucks on the corner. The line for the Starbucks will come out and block one of the lanes. I find that to be so annoying. I think that's so annoying. And you know what? It's mostly at Starbucks, but sometimes you see it at In-N-Out Burger too. It's like, come on, I'm just not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not going to wait 20 minutes for coffee. You know, for the time you sit in that line, you can go to a restaurant, sit down and be served a meal and leave. By the time you're leaving the drive-thru at Starbucks. Is it the same there, Janine? Oh, okay. So I'm glad it's not just California. But I won't. But you guys, me and Marquina are like that. Okay? We like, you know, sometimes you'll go to a Walmart or a Costco and there'll be a line of people outside because you have to stand in line for the privilege of shopping. We won't do that. So if we need something at Walmart, we see a line, okay, we'll just order whatever we want over the mail, or we'll go to another store. I mean, because really, honestly, anything you find in a Walmart, you can find in another store. You just might have to drive. But I'd rather drive 20 minutes to a store than stand 20 minutes outside of a store. Okay. Just not doing it. I'm just not going to do it. What do you mean? Are there commercials? I'm trying to understand. Can you people confirm for me? Are you seeing commercials? Like, am I being interrupted? Hold on, I'm gonna get some hot sauce. You know, I like this hot sauce right here. I like Pico Pica. I first saw this at a place I used to work years ago. An older Mexican guy used this, and I tried it, and I really liked it. Mm. Okay. Word of warning: the pregnancy may your flawless skin. Wait, what? What will happen to my skin? Wait, how? Hi, Nene. Listen to me. Is the commercials interrupting my live stream? Now, YouTube has added ads to all videos. Oh, it's YouTube. But it's not completely blocking me, is it? Wait, is Nene and somebody fighting? Why are you guys fighting? Sandra says there's no ads or commercials. Okay, so apparently it's for some people and not everybody. How weird. Yeah, because I wouldn't know why that would happen. Okay. Well, I'm gonna get a tray. Do we have we have trays and we'll go sit in front of the TV and eat. That's what we do in our house. Okay, where's my coffee? Okie dokie, here we go. Oh my goodness. Okay, hold on. Let me get a napkin because I'm such a slob and I'll end up with food all over me. I'm a big slob. Okay. It's really a nice day here today. Okay, here we go. Oh, oh, there we go. Look, now I can sit down and relax. Okay, there's no commercials, only when the video starts. Huh. All right. Yes, Hoggy. Craig said you guys get paid for those commercials and it does interfere with your lives. All you can see is comments for like 10 seconds. I didn't know that would happen during a live feed. I thought it would happen afterwards. That's weird. Is there any type of wig you would like on your wish list? Oh, hmm, I think I have two of them on there on my Amazon wish list. Kibo, you thought I fell? No, I just sat down. On my, I have an Amazon wish list out there. I did put, I put the maybe I'll post it later. Some people wanted to know, but yeah, I'll add if you want to send me a wig, I'll add more wigs to it. I didn't get any commercials. You look great. Oh, thank you, dear. I've been watching since you started the video and I haven't seen any commercials. Okay. No, you know what, Chris? I'm going to order them from Amazon. I'm not going to go to Walmart. Our Walmarts are crowded and they make you stand in line just to get in. And I don't want to stand outside. I buy my wigs at Amazon. I buy my wigs on Amazon. Oh, thank you, Elizabeth. I think it's the facials. I really do. I really think it's the facials. Hi, Chrisanne from Idaho. Idaho's a real pretty place. I mean, I people think of Boise when they say Idaho, but I'll tell you what northern Idaho is just beautiful. The Boise just looks like the high desert, but you get up in there in the northern, it's gorgeous. Maybe we're the privileged ones. The privileged are the only ones capable of seeing commercials. Probably Terry. You know what? You people should be lucky you're getting commercials. That means you have money. They know you have money to spend. J- Janina, it's my breakfast is really good. I had I put egg and cheese and ham in a gordita, which is a thick tortilla. That's all it is. I just want to be fancy. I bet it has a lot more carbs in it too. Kathy says I went to the grocery store and they only had one line with a cashier, but six lines with scan it yourself items. I'm like, oh Christ, you're kidding me. Right, Kathy? If that's the case, they should be lowering the prices on everything. You're not paying any workers. Oh, thank you, Madison. I'm trying. I'm really trying on my skin. Have you ever been to New York? Hmm. I've been. I drove through the Bronx on my way to Long Island. That's all. I've never been to Manhattan. And I'll tell you, New York. Okay, I drove a truck for 10 years. I'll tell you, the rudest people I've ever encountered was a man in Long Island. I believe it's called Garden City. He was the rudest person ever. The second, the other two are two women in Louisiana, black women. The rudest people I've ever met in my whole life. Louisiana, New York. The rudest people I've ever met. And I've been to every state except Maine. Thank you, Rachel Lee. I never get to wear green hair because my green screen in my bedroom. Hey, I'm not saying you're rude, Nancy. You know what this man did to me? I got to Long Island. Okay, I get to his business early. I busted my butt to get there early. Yeah, DC too. And I walked into the warehouse and I said, "Sir, I really have to go to the bathroom. Is there a place that I can pee?" And he said, "Yeah, it's called a tree outside." And I'm like, "Am I an animal? Am I an animal?" And he wasn't kidding. Like I laughed. I laughed. Like, you're so funny. He goes, "Oh, I'm not kidding. Outside." And I went, "Oh my God, I couldn't believe it. You expect a lady to go out there and squat under a tree and urinate?" He was not kidding. He was not kidding. I was flabbergasted. I was. The other one, well, two of them, which it was like a conspiracy theory. It was in a city called Laplace, New Orleans, Laplace, Louisiana, not far from New Orleans. These women were absolute monsters to me. They were complete, and it was completely based on race, completely based on race. And they weren't ashamed of it either. I'll tell you, when a black person's racist, they are proud to be racist. The white people, when they're racist, they kind of do it underhandedly, like, most of the time. Oh no, these two women, no, they didn't hide it whatsoever. Good morning, Barbara. How are you? Hi, Rachel. Shiloh says my husband is fixing to start his CDL classes for truck driving. Hope people are nice to him on the road. Shiloh, they are. I mostly had a really great experience as a truck driver. It's just once in a while you'll get to a customer that's just a real asshole. But I'll tell you, his biggest problem is going to be in the cities with the locals of that city driving. He's really going to have to fight for his position on the road. Because as trucks, a lot of people don't know this, you're very limited on what you can do, what lane you can be in. And there's people who do not respect your signal. And that's when you get the drivers that you think they're crazy or stupid, and they'll kind of veer off into your lane. They're doing that to scare you because they want you to move because you're not paying attention to their life. Or you are paying attention to it, you just don't care. You're just thinking, oh, one more car, one more car. Oh, the 10th car behind me will stop for that truck. No. When he has it or she has the light on, they have to move over. One of the first jokes I heard was, why did the man cross the road? Because his dick was stuck in the. That's funny, Chrissy. I'll tell you what they said to me tea time. The first woman was a McDonald's worker. I walk into McDonald's, and I'm not kidding you. I was seriously the only white person there. Okay. Everybody was black. Everybody. Okay. And I'm not saying that's bad. I'm just saying it's unique. It's unique for me, coming from California, going into a business and every single person is black. Okay. You'll notice it. Whether you're racist or not, you notice. So I go up to order. I'm standing in line to order. I walk up, and this is what the lady says to me. "Oh, can you step aside, please?" I said, "Okay." So, I respected it. I figured, well, the person behind me was a customer that had a problem to fix. You know what I mean? I don't think the worst, okay, like some people do. So I'm sitting to the side, and she takes a family's order, okay, and I figured, oh, maybe they were waiting and they got out of line and they came back. There's always reasons that we don't know, right? Then she takes the next customer, and then she takes the next customer, and then she takes the next customer. And I said to her, I go, "Are you ever going to take my order?" And she said, "No." And I said, "Why?" And the funny thing is, I can't remember what she said, but she started laughing. She started laughing as if I was an inconvenience and I didn't know it. Like there was a joke that everybody got that I didn't get. And she started laughing at me, and other people started laughing at me. And I eventually just walked out of McDonald's. And I couldn't believe it. Like I couldn't believe it. I'm like, why would she do that to me? I didn't do anything to her. Well, anyway, then I went to a place called the Huddle House. Oh, I'm sorry, Rebecca. Your puppy died. I'm sorry, dear. I have a friend going through that with their cat right now, and I'm sorry. That's terrible. Not here. I went into Church's Chicken and they were very nice to me. Oh, but you know, that's my common experience. It really is. That's my common experience. That's why this was so odd to me. Oh, I left. I left. So then it was funny because it was during the same like week period, maybe a couple days. I was still in the New Orleans area. I then go to a place called the Huddle House, which is kind of, I thought, a nicer Waffle House, but we don't have Waffle Houses here. So I've only seen a couple of them. So anyway, I go into the Huddle House and and this really cute girl, and she comes up and she's a black girl. Okay, she's really long, pretty braids, and she comes up to me and she goes like this, "What you want?" And I'm like, a menu. Oh, you don't know what you want? I go, yeah, I want a menu. Okay. So I then get she gives me the menu, but she, you know, just there's no customer service, no respect whatsoever. Like, and you know what I'm talking about. And I'm just sitting there going, thinking, do I even want to eat here? Like, if this is how she is, what is she to my face? What is she doing before I get my food? You know what I'm saying? And I did eat there. But then when she came back up to me, she goes, "So do you know what you want?" And I said to her, I go, "Why are you what's with the attitude? What's with the attitude?" And she goes, just what do you want?" Like she would never acknowledge the fact that I was acknowledging her attitude. Anyway, it escalated into her saying, if you don't know what you want, if you don't know what you want, you could just leave and blah blah blah. And I'm like, and I can't tell you, I don't know everything that was exchanged, to be honest with you, because I was just like dumbfounded. And I actually said to her, I go, "Am I on a hidden camera show or something? Like, is there a camera on me during this exchange to get my reaction or something? Because it makes absolutely no sense that you're treating me this way, like at all. Like I don't get it at all." Anyway, I never went back. Huddle House here is disgusting. Oh, really? See, we don't have Huddle House or Waffle, the Waffle House here. McDonald's toilets are infamous for teenage romping. Oh my God, really? Mm-mm. Now look, I want you guys to recognize I made Marquina some food and I told her it's ready and she acknowledged it. So what she did is she went outside and she's working in the garage. Now all the food's getting cold and stale in the pan on the stove, and then she'll come in and she'll throw it away. You watch. I'll be shocked if she eats it. Hi, Stacy. Back in lockdown. Stacy, my God. Never heard of Huddle House. Do not have Waffle House here either. Maybe the closest thing we have is like a Denny's, but Denny's is more like, I think it's more than breakfast stuff. I don't know. Kathy said it's not true. Kathy, what's not true, huh? Have you ever had Portillo? I've had a Portillo's. It's like a hot dog place here. Years ago. Anyone selling flavored condoms? My husband does the same, and it makes me so mad. Why do I look so different in a good way? I don't know. Because my skin's been clearing up. You're locked down in Canada too? You guys, what's going on? You know, out in Florida, they're having a great time. Aren't you, Blaze? Are you still on? Out in Florida, they're kicking up their heels. Why is it that they're all having a great time and no one's dying? Hey, Ellis, how are you guys doing? Are you guys fine? I know you're in Florida. No lockdowns. I'm seeing lots of videos online of all the homosexuals and their thongs at the beach. You're having a great time, hooking up. Marion says Texas isn't locked down either. I don't understand why. You guys want to know something? My friend lives down the street from the MLK hospital in Los Angeles. She walked over there with her camera, and there was nothing going on. Nothing. The news that same night says the hospital is completely full, and they're turning ambulances away and stuff like that. And I'm like, mm. But my friend was just there with her camera. If you ever notice that you don't see a whole lot of people going to the hospitals filming, it's always the media. But how come no? I think what are people maybe afraid to go to the hospital? I'm thinking about doing that, going to my local hospital and filming. Going, hey, where's all the trailers filled with dead bodies at? Hmm? Really, Steve? Bars are getting screwed. I have a friend who owns a nightclub here in California. It's been closed since March. March. A woman was arrested in the UK for filming an empty hospital. I believe it, Hugh Jass. Dale Adams says he's there full to bursting. But I wonder, you know what? I don't, this is what I think, Adam. I think both are true. I really do. I think some hospitals are bursting and some aren't, but they just want to focus on the bursting ones and they want people to think they're all bursting. See, there's a middle ground here. There is a middle ground here. All of our bars are open. Are they really, Donna? Most of the deaths are elderly in nursing homes. Well, you guys, one thing that we can be grateful for is the flu it has been oddly low this year, not killing people. That's one good thing. There's, a silver lining to everything. And one thing is COVID seems to be getting rid of influenza. Ugh. I had a friend who had COVID and pneumonia at the same time, and he's homeless living in his car. He's fine now. People are not allowed to breach patient confidentiality by filming them in the hospital bed. Footage is of hallways. Patients don't stay in hallways anymore because of infection control. You want to know what, Dale? Or it's Adam, I'm sorry. It's funny because it's weird. Not all, when was it? It was a couple years ago. I had to go in because my tonsils, I had tonsillitis and it was really bad. When I went there, the hospital, it's funny. There were people waiting in the hallways for care in beds. I had to sit in a hallway in a bed for the longest time. I'd never seen that before in a hospital. But for some reason, it wasn't on the news. I don't know why it's on the news now. But you guys, the truth is in the middle somewhere. It really is. The hospitals here have police stations in front, and if you take your camera out, they will arrest you. Really? I mean, is it really that important? Like, you get arrested for having a camera at a hospital. I mean, come on. You could take pictures of anything. Well, maybe I don't. Well, you're in New York, aren't you? Tea time. I understand the UK. They have special rules, and they're not a full free society the way we are in the United States. Hugh Jass says the NHS is a religious cult now. Anyway, you're right, Hoggy. That's how the emergency rooms run like that on regular. I would have patients on stretchers in the hallway for hours time. Right. It's they want to act like it's a big deal, but if people go to hospitals, that's kind of the natural state anyway. Yeah, thank all the TikTok nurses for keeping the hospitals full. I'll tell you something. I think there was something a little classless about that. Tea time, that isn't true. The security office is there because health professionals are some of the most assaulted. Are you serious, Adam? In the UK, they attack medical staff? Tea time, I have not gotten the test yet. I haven't gotten the test yet. I don't really plan on it either. I don't plan on it. I let the goddess control everything. I have faith in the goddess. It's still that way here in Pennsylvania. I was seeing the other day and had to wait in the hallway room with a curtain around it. Blaze says, if COVID is so bad, why didn't Nancy get a positive? You know, See, that's another thing. I don't know how your people in the UK are behaving, but our officials here in the United States, they'll tell you to stay home and tell you not to have family over, but you know what? They're not adhering to those rules. So in the United States, the politicians don't send a very clear message. Well, no, the message is clear. They're not really afraid of it. And then the citizens wonder, well, why aren't you afraid of it? And if you're not afraid of it and you know everything, why should I be afraid of it? See, that's what states you have like Nancy Pelosi and Dianne Feinstein and Gavin Newsom, all of which are from California. They don't really believe in it. You're free to film anywhere that patients are not present to protect their confidentiality. Marion says, I worked on an ambulance for 9 years. Saying we are the most assaulted is wrong. My whole time, I was grabbed in the crotch more times than I was harassed and beat on. You guys, I worked in a gay club for 5 years. I was groped and fondled at least twice a night while working there. Yeah, I was sexually assaulted every night for 5 years. The NHS is not a religious cult. I find that very offensive. The National Health Service is something for UK citizens to be very grateful for. It has improved and saved lives for free. I'm proud to work for it. Georgia, it's free? Is it free? I wish ours was free. Our tax dollars go to that stuff. It isn't free here. And Georgia, in the United States, there's an idea here that you shouldn't be grateful for health care. It should be given to you. It's a right. So we're not, the people in the United States aren't grateful for it. They are entitled to it. And you're not supposed to be thankful for it. Can we talk about poops, farts, and tunnels instead? It ain't free. Tax pays for it. Oh. Well, because she said it was free. And I'm like, oh, wow, I want free stuff without paying for it. Yes, it's free. And this is mostly why we are overloaded. It's interesting. I'm watching people in the UK debate over things. It's funny because we never get to see that. I mean, we hear it in the United States. I mean, because we know people from the UK and people from Canada who come here to get medical services that they can't get in their country. And then I see, well, why does everybody say that their system is so great when it's failing people and they have to fly all the way over here to get services? But it's no different in the United States. You know what people do? They drive. People where I live, they drive down south of the border about 2 hours away, and they get medicine in Mexico and they come back because you could buy it over the counter. You could buy medicine over the counter in Mexico. Yes, our health service is free. We pay tax, but we don't need to have medical insurance or have to pay any. But, dear, but you know what free means? That isn't free. It's just kind of it's like it'd be like me sending a check to a restaurant for $100, and then I go in there to eat and I get a hamburger. It's not a free hamburger. I mean, I did put $100 in. Well, if you look at the socioeconomics of health, the poor are inherently sicker. This accounts for the vast amount of those on benefits who statistically have more health conditions. Well, Adam, you know more than anybody. Life is survival of the fittest. I mean, come on. Work or pay taxes so it's free to them, but not free. There. See, now Adam has a more truthful answer. Yes. Hoggy, Hoggy, is that your new house or where are you at? I'm in the living room of the house that I live in, yeah. Me and Marquina like to move. We've been looking at a place called Juniper Hills. And you know what? We might just buy some property and put a mobile home on it. What makes the poor sicker than the rich? Mary and I don't understand that either. I'll tell you, I'm a poor woman. I am a poor woman. Um, my whole life I've basically been considered poverty, and I don't know. I mean, I do know people who are poorer than me, but they're also alcoholics and smokers and drug. They do drugs. So I don't know. I think a lot of times poor people might have an unhealthy lifestyle that they've chosen. So there's more into it than just economics, you know. Because the 99-cent store where I live, okay, I have a lot of dollar stores where I live. A lot of dollar stores. There's also a high rate of poverty in my city, and everybody's on food stamps. But do you know what I do? You can go to the Dollar Tree, the Dollar General, 99-cent store, and they all sell food. And especially the 99-cent store, you can get fresh produce, you can get rice, you can get chicken, you can eat healthy and be poor. In my state anyway. And the city I live in is filled with poverty. It's filled with crime. It's filled with big unhealthy people. But I know it's a choice. I know it is. I know it's a choice because I live it. I live it every day. There are health inequities and educational inequities. Poor people tend to follow their parents who don't make the right health choices. They also can't afford personal trainers. Adam, a middle class person in the United States can't afford a personal trainer or a dietitian. I mean, economics might be different in the UK, but a personal trainer and a dietitian is not a common thing to anybody here, anyway. Well, yeah, and I come from extreme poverty. I come from like coal miners in the mountains of West Virginia, and I can tell you, we could argue this till the cows come home, can't we? I mean, like gym memberships and stuff. Oh, honey, Adam, I don't think you know. You can actually get free stuff in the. See, if I pretty much solidly believe that if you live in the United States, if you are fat, if you are unhealthy, and if you're uneducated, it's by choice. It's by choice. And that's because we have so much free services here in the United States. We have free education. We have free food. We have freedom of choice. You could go down the street and you could buy a hamburger, you could buy a salad. It's your choice, and they're going to cost the same. Anyone selling pregnancy tests, used pregnancy tests. In fact, you can even go get a 99-cent pregnancy test, a 99-cent ovulation test. So you know if you're going to be pushing out an egg soon. You could buy condoms for 99 cents. And I know that a lot of you people out there don't understand it because we are so prosperous in the United States. Like Blaze said, people are just lazy. They are just lazy. And the people who want to help the poor, you can't help somebody if they don't want to help themselves. You just can't. And a lot of people would just spin their wheels and they care so much about others. People just really should start caring about themselves. They really should. Because the people who don't care, you can't care enough for them to make them care. If you can't support yourself, don't have kids. It's just, you know, it's just a reality of life. It just is. I can't wait until the great reset so I can get free everything, including abortions. Wait, what did Adam say? Adam said, it is choice, but also we accept the world we are born in. If you are raised around cigarettes or drugs, that becomes normal. Does become normal, Adam, but you know what? These people also watch TV and go to school and read, and they have access to the information that tells them it's bad. I knew that in the 80s that smoking was bad. I knew it. My dad smoked. I knew it was bad. Everybody knows it's bad. Is there any person who doesn't know that cigarettes are not bad? I mean, come on. Maybe in some jungle in Brazil, maybe they don't know. Everybody knows cigarettes are bad for them. You just decide to do it. I did. I would go buy a box of Marlboros knowing that my aunt had cancer and had to get a piece of her throat cut out. I knew that. Not just because she's in my family, but also from all the TV ads, everything. Whatever, you guys. Everybody has their own opinion. Everybody has their own opinion. They're just, you know what, Adam is a sensitive person. He is because of his line of work, and he wants to help people. So, but that's his calling in life. He wants to help people. And I'm just saying, I know from being in a certain socioeconomical class of people. You guys want to know that I'm the first person in my family that actually went to college? Mm-hmm. I went to college. I have family members who can't read. I come from these families. I come from the families that are filled with drug abuse, sex abuse, cigarette abuse, alcohol abuse, all substance abuse, food included, like myself. We all know. We all laugh about it. We laugh about being fat, and we know that it's bad for you. We just don't care. We just don't care. And I think that that's probably hard for people to understand, that you might actually care more about people than they care about themselves. Okay, and that's upside down. It's just upside down. And it's like the homeless person, the panhandler on my exit. Well, there's actually shifts of them. And I'm not kidding you. They rotate around the clock, and it's always the same, like 5 people. There's a woman out there, this black lady out there, with fresh braids. She always has her hair beautifully braided. Who dances? She dances on the street corner with a radio. Mm-hmm. And people throw her money because they feel sorry for her. But you know what she does? She takes that money and she goes to the wig store and she gets hair to get her hair braided. Okay. But people are thinking, oh, that poor woman, the poor homeless woman, without really looking at her and realizing she's not homeless. She's just trying to get her hair did. There's all kinds of people like that. There are people who live in my city who would rather be on the street than be in a shelter. You can't force them in a shelter. And I pretty much have decided I don't care about those people. I just don't care about those people. I don't. And I'm not going to be fake and phony. I don't care about them. I care about myself more. Because why would I throw them a dollar to make myself feel better when I could use that dollar to buy my own hair? I don't have to buy her hair. You know what I'm saying? It just, I think we should be, um, I think, you know, show some human kindness to one another, but I'm not going to be tricked into financing or supporting your hair. I'm just not, or I'm just not going to be tricked into buying you a 40 ounce of cores. You know what I mean? I'm just not going to do that. I know how it works. I know how the whole system works. I do. I used to work in Orange County in a city called Fullerton. There was a man, and I felt so bad for him. He was always on a street corner, and he was an older guy. And I gave him some money a couple times. And I was at work, which was down the street from where this man was at on the freeway. And I told everybody, God, that man, I see him every day and I feel so bad for him. And all the people I worked with were local. They lived in the city. And they started laughing. They go, "Oh, that's Freeway Bob." And I go, "Why do you call him Freeway Bob?" They go, "Well, his name is Bob, and we always see him at the freeway." I go, "So you know him?" "Well, we know of him. Everybody does." And I go, "Really? How do you know of him?" "Oh, he just lives down the street in the apartment. He uses that to get heroin money." And that was a very common thing they all knew in that area. And I'm like, "You are sure?" They go, "No, we know exactly where he lives because people see him walk home and he's a heroin addict." And I went, "Oh, so I'm not throwing him money and feeling good about myself that I'm buying him a meal. I'm actually buying his next hit. And that next hit is going to keep the cycle going where he stays on the road and begging for money." I just thought it was interesting. When I had that experience, I went, wow, I had to really double think what I do to make myself feel better. If healthcare was more affordable, I would get my health checked out. Hoggy, you do enough raising funds for toilet paper for black. I do. You guys, I do my, if you guys have seen any of my videos, I did, me and Marquina filmed me. I was raising money. I put a sign on my walker that said like money, that TP for people of color. And that's what I was doing. I was walking around town. I went to Walmart. I went to Walmart with my walker and my sign. And you want to know something? No one donated money. Probably because they were all people of color where I live. And they probably are, who's this crazy white bitch? But they didn't give me a dime. And the funny thing is, I wanted to raise money to buy them toilet paper. I don't need it. I don't need it. Hi, Sam. Diana R is an example of not wanting to do for herself. You know what's so funny, people? This is what I think is funny. The minute it all goes down, the whole thing falls apart. Let's say we end up living in a Mad Max world, right? Are you going to be so willing to flip your coins to the homeless person? No, you're not. All see under the right conditions, we're all selfish. Under the right conditions, because when it comes down to it, you're going to take care of yourself before others. You will. It's like driving. It's like flying in an airplane. What this is what they say. You're flying in an airplane. Marquina, you're going to come watch TV. You're fine. No, you're fine. Um, it's like flying in an airplane. You know what the stewardess tells you? Oh, I'm sorry, the flight attendant. I don't want to put sex on it. What the flight attendant tells you, in the event of an emergency and the masks drop, you put yours on first before you put the one on the kid next to you. Right? You have to take care of yourself first. You guys, I want you to know that black man that got arrested in DC for burning a BLM flag, he was just released. Mm-hmm. Yes, Marquina, I just got a message.
Yes. Awesome.
I just got a message from a very reliable source.
A proud girl source?
A proud girl. Yes, we know a proud girl.
We love her too.
We love her.
and we
She
wish her the best.
she has just announced that that black man that was arrested in Washington D.C. when he was arrested by the racist Washington D.C. police because he's black and he's not allowed to burn a Black Lives Matter flag. Well, you know,
burn an American flag.
huh? Right. Now he would have burned the if
flag.
he burned the American flag, he would have had a parade. But he burned a Black Lives Matter flag.
Oh my.
Now, granted, it probably was not his flag. You know, maybe that was the problem. But whatever. You know, black people can burn down cities and loot. They can do anything they want, but you'd better not burn a Black Lives Matter flag.
I mean, those are just reparations.
Just reparations, like that girl said. Yes, I go to the Gucci store. I get mine's reparations. Okay. If you don't look after yourself first, you won't be able to position to help others, right? It's like what RuPaul says at the end of RuPaul's Drag Race. If you can't love yourself, how the hell are you going to love somebody else? Can I get an A woman? You know? Well, Adam, it depends on who's burning the flag. Now, if you're a bunch of like angry people and you're in a circle and you get an American flag and burn it, you're okay. But if you're a black man and you get a BLM flag and you burn it, the Washington, D.C. police are going to be waiting at the airport for you to walk off the plane and then they'll arrest you because they have nothing else to do in this country but to arrest a BLM flag burner. You can burn the American flag all day long. You better not burn a BLM flag.
Better not.
In fact, I think that should be our new flag, Marquina.
Oh.
Because people really respect it. It's a black flag with, it just says Black Lives Matter. Oh. That should be flying over the White House.
You know, you've got a point.
It should, because we really want people to think they matter.
If it's such a powerful symbol, why not use it on the White House?
Yeah, it's a powerful symbol. I hope if Joe Biden moves in the White House, Marquina, I hope he replaces it with a BLM flag.
But BLM is organized. How could they have a flag?
That's true. Marquina says that it really isn't an organization like they say. Yeah, so why would they have a flag?
Yeah, how do you have a flag?
That is interesting, Marquina. I haven't thought about that.
A flag is a mark of an organization.
It is.
It is a banner of an organization.
You're right. That's like you're establishing it as an organization. Steve Dave says Black Lives Matter, flags matter. but not the black man who's burning. That's the funny thing. That's the odd thing. That's odd. And you know the funny thing is, hi Eureka Q. No, so okay, you black people out there, you know what? Your lives matter, but it does not matter if you're burning a Black Lives Matter flag.
No.
Yeah, your black life does not matter if you're burning a Black Lives Matter flag. You'll go right to jail. And you know what? The police will wait for you. They will wait for you.
They'll lie and wait.
Yes, when you're on a flight from California and you get off on the plane, the police are waiting for you because you burned a flag last time you were there. That's how important it is. You see how important that is, people? They sure as hell aren't waiting for child molesters and rapists. No, they let them out of jail. I forget.
They get out early.
They get out early. That's right. Well, you gotta let the rapists out to move the Black Lives Matter flag burning people in.
You know what I think you have to do? I think when people are down, you got to kick them dead in the ass. You know,
yes.
All the molesters and all the murderers.
Yeah.
And all the thieves.
Yeah.
Like in the Bible, the Revelations, when they broke the vials and unleashed.
Yeah.
You know, things on people.
Like the three horsemen or the locusts and stuff.
They unleashed, what was that called?
Yeah, the viruses and locusts and I know what you're saying.
So I think the powers that be are just releasing the all those things on us. You know?
Yep.
We're being tried right now.
These are trials and tribulations, Marquina.
Yes, but we're going to prove that Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
That Black lesbians matter.
Black lesbians matter.
Yep.
Oh, well,
Black and white lesbians matter.
Yeah.
And our vaginas matter.
My vagina matters. Well, I don't have a vagina.
Well, your clitoral tunnel matters.
My clitoral tunnel matters. The vials of wrath.
There we
This
go.
is
Broke the vials.
Eureka Q is talking. Said yes. The vials of wrath.
There we go. That's exactly what I was looking for. Thank you very much.
Judgment Day. So he didn't even burn the flag in their jurisdiction. Lisa, from what I understand, is he burned the flag last time he was in Washington, D.C. Then he went home. And then he went back to D.C. and they were waiting for him because it's real important, you know.
Yeah.
But, you know, that's the funny thing is our jails, maybe people in the UK don't realize this, but, you know, COVID is just so horrible.
So bad.
That they're letting out rapists and child molesters out on the street early, okay? Because they don't want them to get COVID. But you know what they're doing? They're making room in the jails for businesses that are staying open during the lockdown. And they're also putting flag burners in there, BLM flag burners, nothing else. It's just BLM flag burner. And Adam, see, this is the United States. You never know why they're doing it. So they might have arrested him for burning a flag, or they might have arrested him for being black. Who knows? You'll never know, will you? You'll never know the intentions behind it, because that's how it works in the United States. You could be stealing something, and they might be targeting you because you're black. Just because they maybe a white person got away with it, right? That's how race works in the United States. It's a very powerful tool, very powerful. So I encourage everybody to use it at any time. Use it. What is going to happen this week for the White House? You know, I was going to go to DC with some friends, and I personally don't think it's a good time to go, and I just feel that it's not. Last time I was there, violence was brought upon the group of people that I know. And I don't say this because, you know, I watch the news or because I follow Q or Alex Jones or anything. I experienced the stuff for myself. I was in Washington, D.C., and I got there a day early. I was hanging out with these people, like the person who got arrested. Do you think it's because individual states have so much authority? Perhaps everything should be an across-the-board federal decision voted for by the public. Well, we have 50 different states, so we're all very different. We're basically like 50 different countries, really. Like the UK, you know, you have Ireland, Scotland, England, Wales, whatever. We're the same way. It's just different. I'm sure you have different laws in Ireland than in Wales and stuff like that. And no, the states are better because the states are very different. You have a state like Wyoming that has one person that lives in it. Then you have one like where I live in California that has 40 million. You can't govern them exactly the same. You just can't. They're just different places. And Jojo says that would be social. But he's from the UK, and I think that they kind of. Well, Ireland isn't the UK. You know what I'm saying. I mean, there are different countries that make. We're like a continent of different countries at some point. Do you think Trump is leaving? I do think he's going to leave. I do. It doesn't mean I think the next guy is better at all. I think he's worse, to be honest with you. But it's like, it's not going to be pretty, though. It's not going to be pretty. I just know it's not going to be pretty. That's why I didn't want to be in DC. I went there a couple weeks ago. I had my time there, but I was not going to go this time just because I think it's going to be bigger than last time, and I think more is going to go on. More is going to go on, and I don't want to be there for that. We were hanging out at a bar with those people that people think are racist and violent, and funny. I mean, you know, a bunch of gays and blacks and Latinos hanging out with these people that are also filled with gays, blacks, and Latinos. But let's forget about that. Yeah, it's just a big racist group. But anyway, we were all having a good time. and there was a police presence because they know there's potential for violence. Because what people do is they infiltrate, they come into the group, and then they start trouble. Um, the day after I was hanging out with these people, the same night we were supposed to go hang out and stuff. We didn't go hang out because we were tired, and Antifa showed up. They started a fight. They stabbed two of those guys. So there's going to be more of that. Our laws are the same across the board. Speeding tickets are 3 points. Well, that's how it is here too. Our driver's licenses are basically federal, even though you know our driver's license have our individual states on it. It follows you around the country, But there are different budgets, right? Every state here has their own budget. Yeah, it's run the same in the United States. We have all these states, they're all different. They all have their own budgets, they all have their own economies. We pay state tax to our states and we pay federal tax to the feds. It's I don't think it's probably any different than you guys, but maybe your federal laws blanket more than ours do. We do have some, like we have different gun rights in each state. If you have different state laws, is it true a United States? Well, yeah, we're different states that are all united in one country. And we're a lot of people call us a democracy, but we're really not. We're a republic. The United States is a republic. People like to throw democracy, that word, around, but we're a republic. And I don't know if that means anything differently to the answer to the questions. But don't some states like have the death penalty? Yes. Yes, there are some states that will kill you and some won't. They'll just support you for the rest of your life and make the taxpayers pay for it. Yeah. I think what Texas and Florida, they're pretty much they they will kill their killers. They will kill their killers. But I don't know. That's been something that's kind of we haven't done a whole lot of in the United States. There's just other states that will do that more than others. Is that a Cocoa Pop? No, that's a beauty mark, honey. We have to provide all our info like we are getting a passport when we apply for driver's licenses now. Without doing so, we can't enter a federal building. Right, right. And at some point, we won't even be able to fly, will we? You have to have what they're now calling the real ID because the ones we had before weren't real because they started letting illegal aliens get those IDs. So we no longer had an ID that actually said, yes, this is a citizen. Well, that's what the real ID is now. It was just another way to get more money out of us. Not all states have reciprocity for DMV. My driving violating from Michigan did not show up. Well, yeah, I mean, what I guess the point is, if I'm driving, if I have a California driver's license, and if I'm speeding in Arizona, I am still liable for the fine that I get in Arizona. It may not follow me to California, so I won't have to worry about it again if I don't go to Arizona, but that's probably still not even true because now what they do is they will attach your wages to pay for fines. There's other ways of getting money out of you. So at some point, it's not like you cross a state line and I'm absolutely free to do whatever I want. It's not how it works. Hi, Randy. How are you, dear? Hoggy baby, how can I smuggle you some marijuana into your country? Did you really, Trevor? Where'd you get it? Where are you at? I was able to get marijuana on an airplane from here to Washington, D.C. I even had marijuana in Las Vegas, and Secret Service went through my car. I went to a hotel. They found my marijuana. They saved it for me, and they gave it to me once I left. Oh, so the United States is more like the EU, but I suppose each state couldn't decide to leave the. Well, Adam, Texas did secede at one time, didn't it? If any of you are better at American history than me, Texas did secede at one time or wanted to. California, there has been actually a movement for many years to separate California or divide it into three states because politically it's different in the three areas. Also, at the bottom of Oregon and the top of California, and I believe a piece of Idaho, have all wanted to make a new state called the state of Jefferson. No, we have, but I suppose each state couldn't decide to leave the United States like we left the EU. Do you also have province laws within different areas of the state? That might be, I believe Washington, D.C. would be like a province, wouldn't it? Yeah, they want to make Washington, D.C. a state. And yes, states are broken down to local. Yes, that's another thing. Blaze makes a point. Even within a state, you could have different laws within the counties. I'm in the UK. I was thinking about putting it up my bum. Jump, jump on a plane, but I'm poor. You know what, Trevor? I don't know. You know what? They tried to send me haggis from the UK and it didn't make it. So I don't know if marijuana would make it. Yeah, Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico isn't a state, but yet it's a territory. And yes, the Democrats would like to make it a state because it's funny because they look at Puerto Rico and they think, oh, they're poor, so they'll just vote for Democrats. So that's why they want it. That's why they want it because they're like, because the whole idea is the Democrats now want to say if they get into complete power, they want to completely change everything. That's why this talk about presidency should be focused on your local. Right, Steve is true. Steve is right. That's why a lot of people they get fooled into focusing on the federal side of politics, like the presidency. The reality is your state has more impact on your life than the federal government does. That's why they're trying to recall Gavin Newsom from our state. He's our governor, and a lot of people do not like him. And in fact, they have almost 1 million signatures to get rid of him. And I believe they only need 1.5 million signatures to put it on a ballot to get rid of him. And we've done it before. North America is almost a group of different countries. Well, it's not almost, it is. Like Canada and Mexico are separate from us, even though we're all North America. Your governors are like prime ministers or siblings and president, like the UN or dad. Yes and no. Yes and no. The governor of a state has more power than the president. Like a lot of people don't realize that. When President Trump went to Las Vegas for a rally, the governor denied him the right. Denied him the right to do it at the airport because there could be no indoor facilities. So he was doing airports all around the country. The governor does not like him and said, no, you can't. We're not allowing you to do it here. So he found a private business with a huge hangar in Henderson, Nevada, to hold his rally. So that's why people are so up in arms about the president. Oh my God, they can't stand it. But the thing is, their states have more power. Just like the states decide who's open and who's not. The federal government doesn't. But governors have as much power as the president, right? People they don't realize it. Your governor is like a king. Your governor is the king of your state. Okay? People, if stop focusing on the president so much. You and the feds, you need to really focus in on who you elect in your own state and city. That really has an impact on your life. It really does. Say it again for the people in the back. You guys, you really need to focus it on your governor. Don't elect him just because he has nice hair and pretty teeth, okay? No. He has a lot of impact on right now our governor is shutting down businesses and businesses. The president isn't doing that. It's the governor. Okay? Can the federal government overrule state officials if they wanted to? Not as much as you think they can. Now, okay, so Joe Biden has basically said the idea was floated out there that when he becomes president, he is basically going to take all of it, the whole country, and he's going to force everybody into a lockdown or into a mask wearing. Okay. Then he had to kind of step back a little bit because we're not sure, or he's not even sure if he has that power. Phil, I believe you. Hoggy. I say Hoggy for Texas governor. That shit you tagged me in about a week ago. Just my ear is itchy. Yeah, I don't want to be in DC. This I don't. I really had no desire to go. I have friends that are going to be there, and I worry for them. I have one friend in particular who's kind of I don't want to say he's a hothead, but he's really angry right now. Okay, he's really angry, and he's been driving there, driving from California to Washington D.C. That's like 3,000 miles. He's driving there. Good color. Thank you, Jerry. I never get to wear green. I never do. I because in my I usually wear a green screen. I have a green screen behind me, so I can't wear anything green. Ram Ranch with a lot of ranch. I'm really concerned about tomorrow in DC. Yeah, James, I am too. That's why I didn't want to go. And just to let you know, the city is going to be packed. Washington DC is going to be packed. The hotel I stayed at last time was $67 a night. Really reasonable price. Well, all the hotels now have jacked up the price by $100. And in some cases, the mayor is shutting down hotels. Adam says, "Well, they always portray the president and the all powerful ruler. I'd be quite cross if I was a governor and everyone thought I pander to someone else like a president." Well, the governors do. They do pander because the governors depend on federal money. Okay. And you get a state like California. California is either the fifth or the ninth biggest economy in the world. Okay. Just the state is. Okay. And now the governor has shut everything down. They have, the state heavily relies on tourism. Um, and so what California, places like California and New York, very liberal states have mismanaged their budgets, or not mismanaged, they've put the money in their pockets. That's what they've done. So they're always running at a deficit and they always need federal money. So that's why the president, when states were kind of, being uppity and they didn't want to play, fair or right with the federal government, at any time the federal government can just hold back your money. They can. So the states are subsidized by federal dollars. What's going on in DC tomorrow? Well, I believe tomorrow is when the electoral college votes are counted. The senators of certain states are going to contest that count. Plus, all of Trump's supporters are going to be in DC making a lot of noise, a lot of protesting and things like that. So it's going to be crazy. Tomorrow's going to be crazy in Washington, D.C., people. It is. Hoggy, I live outside of DC, so you and Marquina will have to stay. Oh, okay, our Crampton, we'll consider that next time. It's going to be nuts to butts in DC. Adam says, can a governor not stop the federal tax and just increase state tax rather than paying both? You know what, Adam, I don't know, but they do. Like, I live in California. That's one of the highest taxes in the country. But we also pay a high gas tax as well. So our gas is also more expensive than others. I believe Hawaii's is more expensive just because everything's imported. But they can, I believe the Congress or whatever, they're the ones who handle what, I honestly don't know that much. And some taxes are actually voted in by the voters. But what they'll do is they'll trick you. They'll say, hey, our kids are so stupid. let's add another cent tax to the sales tax or whatever so we can improve schools. The schools don't get improved, but they get the money. It's real scammy like that. And they do it in California all the time, all the time. Will you be covering the DC situation tomorrow from a DC background? Tomorrow's Wednesday. What am I doing Wednesday? I don't know. No, because tomorrow I'm doing my gift opening. I go to the post office. I like coffee too, Chris. Dale says, "What's the difference between a senator and a governor?" Well, the governor is like the state king, and then the governors are the representatives. Okay, they represent the state federally, I believe, if I'm saying it correctly. They're the ones who represent you in Washington, D.C. Okay. And then you have Congress people who come from different districts and counties and stuff. They represent the counties and the cities and blah 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 blah. And the senators represent the state, and the governor is basically the king of the state. Senators represent the state, and the governor is the king, and the congressman represents the people. You guys, if I would listen to Blaze, Blaze knows what he's talking about. I mean, I'm not going to tell you what he does, but Blaze does know what he's talking about. So listen to him when he talks about that. He'll know more than I do, or he'll put it more plainly than I will. Coffee make me horny like a rabbit. Really, Kivo? Then there's a whole breakdown in each state of the same thing. I've had such a learning experience today. Well, it's true. A lot of people don't know. They don't know how. In fact, a lot of Americans don't know how it works, Adam. A lot of Americans don't pay attention to their own government. They just pay their taxes and go to work. They don't care. And the majority don't even vote. I don't even think the majority votes. So yeah, the United States is, people want to, it's so funny. Everybody's up in arms over who's president. I mean, the president does matter. It does matter. But for your everyday life, living in your house at home and whatever territory you live in, the governor has way more power. Blaze says, I was legit just like, I wonder how many Americans know how any other like, yeah, we have no idea how we have no idea how other countries work. I mean, it's a complicated thing. It really is. It just means there's a lot of people with their hands in the cookie jar. That's all. So all the taxes get funneled into a big pot, and everybody, some people have bigger hands than others, but they take their chunk. And they claim, oh, yeah, we're going to use this money to make schools better. That's always a huge tax raising scheme in my state anyway, because our kids are stupid. They really are. Kids are stupid. And they even created a lottery when I was younger, and they said, "Oh, all this money is going to go to schools." The schools have done nothing but go downhill. Nothing. So, are there state rivalry, or do you all see yourselves as Americans as one? I don't think there's a state rivalry, but there are people. You're kind of judged by the state you live in, by its image and stuff, or your zip code or your area code. Yeah, there's prestige. Yes, there's prestige. Like me living in California, if I went to, say, I don't know, Wyoming, Iowa, and they know I'm from California, they'll think you're a big deal. Okay, I remember when I was a kid, we went to West Virginia to hang out with family that I've never seen. Okay, the whole neighborhood came over to come look at us. We were eating dinner. Okay, now this is in the 80s, the early 80s. Might have been the late 70s. We go to West Virginia, and we're sitting there in my relative's house, and all of their neighbors come over to see us because they wanted to meet the people from California. And they all thought that I knew movie stars and they thought that I was rich and they thought all of this stuff. And it was like, why are you people are weird, you know? See, and when they make the taxes go up for the school, people forget schools are federally funded as well. Right. You guys, it's a whole mess. It's a mess, okay? That's why, and I'll tell you, and that's why a lot of you people who don't understand why Trump got elected, he got elected to be anti all of that. You know, they're like, oh God, yeah, finally a businessman who can make the business work. Because it all, in the end, it is all a big business, isn't it? You know, but that didn't work out. You know, the politicians didn't want a businessman in there to shake shit up. You know what I mean? That's the last thing they wanted. The last thing they wanted was an accounting of anything. And he was deregulating, he was doing all kinds of stuff to make life easier. But not anymore. Not anymore. We're gonna get a oh, and Joe Biden, you guys. Do you know Joe Biden? He will be the oldest and the most experienced politician that has ever been in the White House. You know that? Do you know Joe Biden has never made an honest dollar? That man has only made money off of our taxes. That's all he's ever done his whole life. He is a professional politician. So it's going to be a big difference once he's in there. He's going to change all kinds of stuff. Oh, you like my cat clock? I love it too. Oh, yes, Martin Young, Biden 2021. That's right. If you want to get down to the nitty gritty, he would now be eligible for 2 more terms once Joe finishes. Yeah. Oh, Joe finishes her term, Kamala. Yeah, that dude's been in there for 47 years. 47 years. Oh, that's what we need. Professional thief. That's right. A professional do nothing. That's all, they'll see. But I'll tell you this, I'll tell you one thing. If when Joe Biden gets in there, I better not hear one Democrat complain about him. I'll tell you that because I'm going to remind them. And that's another thing. Do these people really think? Do they really? When they look at the support Trump has, you could turn on the TV and look at Washington D.C. It's already filled with people in the streets, and the event isn't even till tomorrow. And do they honestly really think that after being called racist and being bullied for 4 years and being canceled, do they really think these people are going to forget about that? They're stupid. They're stupid. You really think it's all going to go away? No, no, it's not. There's 4 years of payback. And that's what's going to happen. And you know what? They're just going to have to take it. They're going to have to take it like everybody else took it. Got to be a man, got to be a man and stand up and you know what? Put on your big boy pants. I really love you, Hogatha. You make me feel right at home, cozy by the fireplace. You know what? I would love to have a fireplace. We do have a fireplace. We can't use it. The news will never let us see any failures by him. Oh no. No, they don't even talk about the dude. Don't even talk to the people. You guys, you can say what you want about Trump. He's a lot of bad stuff, like anybody else. But you know what? You always knew what he was thinking. And the funny thing is, for people saying what a big liar he is, he's a very honest person and a liar at the same time, isn't he? Maybe you haven't had, maybe he exaggerated a lot of stuff and made you feel good. But you know what? He's a very transparent person. And no, the media has never had more access to the brain or the mind of a president than this guy. But Joe Biden, we're all peasants in his eyes. We're all peasants. We're just good to fill up his wallet. That's it. Because that's all he's ever used us for is for money. Yeah. Biden went the entire campaign without answering any questions. And it doesn't even bother anybody, does it? Doesn't bother him. Nobody. This old man walks in who's done nothing in Washington. Oh no, except the '94 crime bill that everybody calls racist. That's what's so funny. Isn't it funny how things work out? They said, we don't want any old racist white rich men in office anymore. So they didn't elect the black people. They didn't elect the gay man. They didn't elect the Native American. They didn't elect the Latino. They didn't elect the Asian. You know what they did? They elected the old rich white man who has a rich history of racism. Oh, you guys, you guys, it's almost, if it wasn't so tragic, it would be a comedy, wouldn't it? It's literally a comedy. It's a comedy. And I just don't know how these people kind of look at themselves in the faces, how they look at themselves in the mirror. You know, I don't get it. They elected an old rich racist white man when they were saying that's the last thing they wanted, and they had every opportunity to not have that. Oh, it really is amazing. It's amazing though. His strategy was smile, look in the camera, and say very little. Put on your geriatric depends and be president. Hopefully, President Trump and his family start. You know what, Julie? I've heard that. I've heard that they are probably going to go the route of creating a new media company and him running again in 2024 because he can. Yeah, it's a dark comedy. It definitely is. You know, it's so funny because it's so funny. People say, oh, Kamala Harris will be president. But does she even have the I mean, she doesn't even have the presence or the confidence to be president. You ever see her on camera? She's like a giggly girl who knows she don't belong there. So she just has to try to fit in and pretend. That is the impression I get from Kamala Harris. I'm like, honey, you're so unprofessional. You're so like you can't even she's so unprofessional. I heard that was well, media channel. I went to university with some Indians who gave a strong vibe that they thought I must be smarter because I'm white. Oh, honey, that's everything. You know, I've realized that being a white person, you're expected to know more and do better. Have you watched Death to 2020? I don't have Netflix, Adam. I don't have that. Hi, Blaze. She will be like Veep, but not funny. Well, because yeah, she laughs like Cruella DeVille. The thing is, you know what? The thing is, black people don't even like her. They don't even like her. I mean, of course, there's some that do, but you know, most people they don't like her. Biden called. Oh yeah, He's called Kamala Harris president elected several times. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, can you honestly? Can you picture? You know, it's so funny for the people who thought it was hilarious to think Donald Trump could be president and do anything. You know what's even more funny is to see Kamala Harris. Well, Joe Biden. Like, can you really see them with world leaders and really lay the law down? Huh? Can you really see that they're not powerful people at all. Like you see them, they don't command attention or respect. They don't do that. They're just nothing. I mean, you look at Joe Biden, you could tell by the look in his eye, he don't even know what the hell he's doing or where he's at. You know, he has to be told every word what to say, every word. The man cannot talk on his own. Oh, the bed is beeping. No, it's Marquina. Biden and Harris are going to be laughed, I know, by the other leaders. So I don't understand. Yes, genital warts, you're right. Kamala didn't even like Biden. She insinuated he was a racist, and she said she believed his accusers. You know, you guys do know that, right? That Joe Biden has been, you know, women have come forward and accused him of being inappropriate to them. And Kamala Harris said, I believe them. Like she believes that her president that she's working for or going to be abuses women. I mean, she believes it. She said it. She said it. I don't understand it. The man has dementia. His condition will get worse. Oh, totally. And he'll get combative. Heather, it might even be entertaining, really. I can't wait to see if he ever does answer reporters' questions. I can't wait till they ask him the hard questions, and they really press him. We'll see if that happens. We'll see if that happens. Didn't she tell me she called him a racist? I mean, you guys, everybody who's been laughing about the last 4 years, honey, look at this. Look at the next 4 years. Just look at it. Okay. Just look at it. You tell me how funny it is. I saw a historic script from the times of Martin Luther King where Kamala Harris used the story and made it hers. Oh, Kamala Harris has been caught in many lies, many embarrassing lies. Okay. Remember that time? First of all, she admitted she smoked marijuana. Now, it's not a bad thing, but it's a bad thing for a district attorney who has put men behind bars for smoking marijuana to say, "Yeah, I smoke marijuana." Yeah, that's kind of hard to come back from. But people just forgave it. They forgave her for saying something like that. They forgave her for saying Biden is a racist. They forgave him forgave her for saying that Biden assaults women, and she believes it. It's just it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. It really is. It is a shit show. It is. Kamala Harris comes off. Oh, you know what? And I'll tell you, Kamala Harris, she's the senator of California. The funny thing is, she has not. She hasn't stepped down yet. They have picked her replacement, but she hasn't stepped down yet, and I wonder why. You can see numerous videos of Biden sniffing. Honey, you could see lots of videos of Biden being racist. The things he says and the things he insinuates about other races, it's amazing to me. It really is. It's amazing. We all forgave Trump for being a man and grabbing the coochie. Well, the funny thing is they even blew that out of proportion. On a secret recording, he said, "Yeah, the women, they love famous men, and they let you grab them by the pussy." That's what he said, and I can tell you for sure, women do let you do that. Men let you do it too. Okay, but they wanted to recharacterize that whole conversation, and people believed it. They believed it because they wanted to believe it. Okay, they didn't care what the truth was, and the reality of it is they just wanted to believe the fantasy. Okay, gotta go. Bye, Chris. And if you don't vote for me, you're not black. Do you know I have a black lady friend who wears a shirt that says I'm not black? I'm not black thanks to Joe Biden. I know a black lady who wears that shirt. Would I let Trump grab you by the fupa? No, I wouldn't. No, I'm a lesbian. I'm a lesbian. Okay. Yeah, one thing, and it was misconstrued. It was misconstrued, completely misconstrued. But people like to follow, so they'll follow the lies. They don't care. They want to be popular. They want to be associated with the popular, pretty famous people, whatever. They're celebrities and stuff. So they kind of create this alternate reality, and then everybody just follows it. You know, just like the thing about they were saying, oh, he was making fun of a handicapped man. You know what? He might have been he what he did was, if you look at videos of him, there's a compilation video of him doing that same thing to other people. It's a common thing he did. Okay. And because he then said it about a man who happened to be handicapped, and nobody even knew he was handicapped. Okay. Because he did that, referring to that man, all of a sudden he was making fun of disabled people. No, you know what he was doing? He was including disabled people. He was making them not different. That's what he did. It all depends on how you look at it. It all depends on how you look at that. Okay. He made fun of a reporter. That's what he made fun of. He made fun of a reporter like he had made fun of many reporters. Just because that one happened to be handicapped and nobody knew it doesn't mean that he did it out of evilness. Nobody's really going to make fun of a handicapped person, and you know it, especially on national TV. Let's not be dumb people. They will, yeah, they will realize that identity politics is garbage. It is garbage. It is garbage. I mean, it's all out there. That's the thing. Nobody wants to look at video. Nobody wants to listen to interviews. They don't want to do it with a without having evil intent. They want to characterize these things differently than what they are, and they do it on purpose. Oh well, you guys, what's the world coming to? What's it coming to? Oh God, it's almost 1 o'clock. Okay, you guys, I gotta go. Okay. So tomorrow's I'll do my show tomorrow. I'll go on at 1:30 to open up presents because I'm probably have presents in my mailbox, my PO box. You are both, right? What am I? All right, you guys. You guys have a good day, okay? Love you guys. Thank you for all your support. I really appreciate it. Bye.